Either you own a young horse or you're into young horse training and you want to avoid those costly mistakes, well, then this video is for you.
This video was made by request from some of you, and I was planning to film this outside, but winter rolled in with snow and icy weather, and I figured it would be a better experience if we just did it indoor.
Today we're going to train the 3-year-old. We have another horse here as company, so he's not all by himself. We're going to show you guys what we do when we start trotting and when we start to teach them to pick up a canter. All right? In the beginning, we just walk along the track. I'll try again. Last time I tried to film this, my head was all over the screen here. That was not good. Walk along the track, even contact on both reins. Just show him where to go. Make it as easy as possible.
Keep in mind where the gate is, because young horses often tend to gravitate towards it. Whether you are in an outdoor arena or in an indoor riding hall, well, it's smart to set up tasks that require a bit of energy in the direction of the gate, since young horses are more willing to go that way.
Make sure when you ride a young horse, you keep your heels down and your chin up. Oh, it's okay. He's allowed to look at things, and he's allowed to have his neck a little bit outside, because that's the way a young horse stays in balance.
Another way to encourage them is to have someone riding a calm, experienced horse in front, so the youngster can lead to follow, or calm company in the arena anyway. This way you can take advantage of their herd instinct, and the trick is actually to plan ahead and set things up so the horse can experience success. And that way it will build confidence with the rider and vice versa. So, what's at stake? When training a horse to ride doesn't go well or directly goes bad, there are some common misunderstandings and bad habits that can be tough to fix. And here are a few. The first thing is trust issues. If a horse has a bad experience during training, it might lose trust in people, trust in you, trust in me, making it hesitant to cooperate or even directly scared. The other one is the mixed signals, because horses can get confused if they're not trained consistently. Being consistent is like the hardest thing for people. The horses might misunderstand cues for stopping or moving forward, leading to frustration, both for the horse and rider. Overreacting to pressure, that's a problem. If a horse doesn't learn how to respond correctly to pressure, it might become too sensitive or resist instead of yielding. And this makes controlling the horse harder. Then you have the balance and posture problems, because poor training can lead to bad balance and causing the horse discomfort and making it struggle with exercises and making it struggle with how it feels in the body. Like, is it comfortable or not? It's two things horses really don't like: to be left alone because it's a herd animal. The other thing is to lose their balance. They just don't like it. And then it's when the bad training makes the horse aggressive or makes the horse show a stubborn behavior. Bad training experience can make a horse aggressive or stubborn, making future training difficult. So just don't mess it up. Miscommunication, that's an issue, because riders might think the horse is just being difficult, when the real issue is mixed signals or misunderstood cues. People really don't want to be difficult. People want to be happy, healthy, relaxed in their comfort zone. And I'm wondering, or I think it's the same for horses. They just want to be happy, relaxed, and they want to be good. They don't want to be aggressive. That's something we make them. So it's like the way you train your horse, you make it. A good dressage horse, it's not born that way. It's made that way. And to try to fix these problems, it's important to work patiently and with empathy and understanding. Often getting help from an experienced trainer who can read the horse's behavior and offer some guidance and rebuilding trust and proper learning. I think that's the key. But if you rather want to avoid these problems, try to do it in a good way from the beginning. Every horse is different, and it varies from breed to breed. Take Fjordhorses, for example. They're smart and they're fearless, so trying to scare them into doing something just don't work. I'm not saying my way is the right way. I really don't think this is the way for everybody to do things, because there are so many amazing, really skilled people out there, and they have great advice. So in this video, I'm just sharing a bit of how we do things, and hopefully you can find something helpful for training your own horse. And the way I look at it is that if my horses are calm, content, happy, they want to do something for us, they want to be together with us, then I think we're doing something right. Because it's the horse that tells the truth. It doesn't matter what I say if the horse behaves really in another way, because the horse is not lying. In today's session, we need a cone in each corner and a soft pole.
To understand that is going to go around the cones. So it feels a little bit more logic for the horse. Pretending you're a rider and you're riding towards the corner like this. And you make sure you pull a little bit on the outside rein, this rein, and then you release a little bit on the inside rein, this rein, and you ask for a canter right before the pole. Then it's easy for the horse to pick up the right canter. In the beginning, we just ask them to trot along the track. No circles or anything, just along the track. And we want to have an even tempo. She can go down to a walk. Okay, halt. Good. Okay, pat him and then walk over.
When he was trained to pull a harness and carriage, he always got praise for staying still. So, if he feels a bit unsure, he just chooses to stay put because it's always seemed to be a good thing. Soft hands and even contact on both reins. Good. Make sure to give the horse so much praise that you feel a little embarrassed. Now, trot on. The sh sound means trot. He learned that when he was ground driven. Looks good. Good. Ask for a walk. Forward. Good. And trot off. Good boy. The horse really doesn't have any clues. It doesn't have an idea about what we think is the right and what we think is the wrong canter or lead. It doesn't matter. Just keep riding forward. Pet him. That's why we never punish the horse for changing lead or kicking out or anything, because it doesn't know what's right and what's wrong yet. The first canter of the day is usually a bit messy. The key is to keep riding forward, reassuring the young horse and let it know that you want the canter, praise for giving you the right response. So if we get an answer we don't like that much, we just ignore it and we ask again. So never punish, we'll just praise when it's good. We just ignore when it's not what we wanted. Make sure you check your diagonal so you help your horse to stay in balance. Now you need to make him go a little bit more forward. Think more forward before you think about asking for a new canter. Looks better now. Steady outside rein, that was very good. And look at her inside rein, letting the inside legs go forward. This makes it a lot easier for him to pick up the left lead. When the canter is good, like here, it's a good thing to keep cantering a couple of rounds to assure the horse that he actually gave you the exactly right answer. So, such a good boy. It's a good thing to use the voice to ask for him to trot, and then when you have a nice trot, you make sure he keeps thinking forward. That way you have this forward energy, and picking up another canter, it's not that bad. Here you see he's a little out of balance and not quite ready for the task, but we'll try again. And he's obviously more confident already that cantering is a good thing. He has previously been trained to pull a carriage, and when we train a horse to drive, we mainly use a walk and trot, so not so much canter. But as a riding horse, he needs to know that canter, that's good. This is his first fall under saddle, and we have usually 3 sessions a week. 2 trail rides and 1 in the arena. Training a horse, you need to make sure that you train going in both directions. So here it's a good flow forward, and it's a steady outside rein and soft inside rein. And then picking up the right lead, that's good. Good. You need to look where you're going, and you need to close your legs around the horse and then sit up and ask for a trot. Yes, good. And then prepare, and oh, you got flowers. Good. Now just let him stay in the canter for a while, so he knows that what he's doing is right. He's a good boy. When he feels ready, you ask for a trot, and then when he feels ready again, you ask for a new canter. Go with the flow. Oh, such a good boy. Woohoo! Okay, you can bring him down to walk, and you can pat him a little bit. Back to working on the left lead a little bit. If the horse is a little unsteady, instead of pulling in his mouth, just try to ride a little bit more forward. He's more confident now, going into the tasks. Good. Smile to him, pet him. Ask him to canter a whole round. He needs to know that cantering is going forward, and he's not gonna just stop. He's gonna canter until he's asked to do something else. When he wants to go forward, then you can ask him to go back to the trot. Here you can see what happens when the horse turns to the left in the right canter. It loses its balance, and it's going to compensate by changing the front legs, like a changed lead in the front legs, but not behind, because it's not able to switch behind. We don't want to practice this cross-cantering stuff, so then we'll just ask for a trot instead and start over. Try to feel and pick up the canter when you feel that the timing is good. And the horse needs to want to go forward, and you need to prepare him to turn a little to the left. And then you just let it roll over from trot to canter. The clue is to ask the horse to pick up the canter when you can feel that he wants to do it. So don't make a statement of pulling him in his mouth to make him trot just to be the boss. If you can feel that now he wants to canter, then you ask for it, and then you make the whole task a lot easier and a lot more fun. Try to remember that you, the horse, and the rider are on the same team, so play together. Have fun.
Well, my assistant, he is a little jealous. No?
I bought this grey Fjordhorse when he was 1 hour old. So, and everything we've done with him, or it feels like we've filmed everything, because we wanted to share how you can make a Fjordhorse happy and a good horse. So, and if you want to look at those videos, you can find them on our channel, and maybe you can subscribe, and then we'll meet again. So, see you in the next video. Have a good one. Our grey little hero is now starting his winter break.